what we have here is a second try at a very stupid long intro. So I'm just gonna make it shorter because, lucky me, I didn't press record the first time. And you guys don't have to deal with any of that either. Basically, the Suzuki blew up and it went pop. So that's why it probably started on fire. Lucky us, we get to spend more money. Cha-ching! And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the engine out. The great thing is that prior to me actually looking into the front of the motorcycle with a flashlight, I did find that there is in fact a massive hole sticking out of the front left of this engine where the connecting rod just decided to expose itself to the elements, shall we say. So it looks like a really already costly experiment got even more costly, and I think we should just go ahead and pull the engine out right now. We'll go ahead and do the throttle bodies first. Removed the airbox, the throttle bodies, and then pulled the wiring harness all the way back to here, and here we sit. So we'll finish pulling that out, and it's on to the controls first. Get this out of here. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think those are toast. We'll put those in bin number 2. Yank the fender off. I really just decided to go ahead and pull off all of the extra stuff anyway before pulling the engine out because it's gonna have to come off anyway. A lot of it's burnt, and I'm just gonna tear this frame down and clean it and start from scratch and rebuild the entire bike anyway. I got the tail off, we got the harness off, we've got the throttle bodies out, we have the switches off of the front, we have the throttle off of the front, the throttle tube, and we'll go ahead and pull that radiator out. Still got a hose over there attached. Now that the radiator was out, it was a lot easier to see the giant hole and the connecting rod sticking out of the left side. Yeah, all right, so next I'm gonna get that exhaust off, and that should be it. It should be pretty cut and dry, pretty easy. Let's get into it. Shout out to my mom who in the last, after I put up the last video, texted me and said, ooh, great video. I'm really excited to see what happens in the next one. This one's dedicated to you, Mom. I love you. We're gonna grab that exhaust out of there. Oh, I missed one. Wait a minute, I got one more. Get her out of here. The great thing about this too is we're going to be taking, we took the cables off, so we're going to be losing about 10 or 12 pounds right there. Since I've already got most everything taken off, the wiring and all of that stuff, the airbox and the, basically all I have to do is make sure that the final drive is not connected. So we're gonna remove the chain. And to do that, I've got to get to the countershaft sprocket. To take that cover off, I've got to get the linkage for the shifter off. So we're gonna just go ahead and do that first. How about it? And then we'll pull this engine out. Let's do this. Lucky us. We get to drop the entire engine out. Well, at least we figured out that there was indeed some massive failure that caused all of this to go down. Man, Gotta do what you gotta do. I guess we're rebuilding an engine. Leakage off. Probably will just remove this chain rather than remove the entire countershaft sprocket. I just wanted to get a look at what's going on up here. Might as well remove this. It's going to have to come off eventually anyway. Let's take it off now. I don't see a reason why I shouldn't take it off now. It's got to come off anyway. Alright. Be able to jiggle this bad boy. Of course, my hands are ultra dirty. So you're gonna want to pull, and then just sort of move your clutch linkage out of the way as you're doing it, and there you go. So yeah, there's some never been cleaned areas up in there. Okay, so easy enough. We got the chain out of the way now. Oh yeah, we're gonna put some stuff up in there. Okay, here we go. Let's get this engine out of here. Woo! Get this side out here on this left front where the frame slider is, because that frame slider never needed to get any work done. That's a perfectly good frame slider now. And it's got to come out anyway because I do need the space, man. I really do need the space. Okay. And we're almost out there. Okay, that left side's out. Now, the stand is not taking all of the brunt of all of this. There's still two more mounts, one back here, that are holding the weight of all of the engine. Now, I'm just going to make sure that everything is disconnected from the frame so that it doesn't hang up on anything. The last thing you do want is anything hanging up, so I did notice that I forgot to get the ground connection off. So I'll take the ground wire off of the engine. Okay. Get that thing off of there. Oh, wow. Oh, that sucker's tight. Yeah, there we go. All right. There we go. That engine is now pretty much freed up to drop into that thing. Okay. All right. So I'm not super critical necessarily how this thing comes and sits on my bench over here. It's really just gonna sit there. I don't really, as long as it doesn't knock over my Sprite and I don't smash my sunglasses or my microphone, I'll be a happy camper. Let's get to it. I'm gonna take off a couple things. I think I'm just gonna pull the hoses up here off, and I'll pull this coolant line and some other stuff off just to get them out of the way so they're not yanking on anything, and then we'll go ahead and pull this thing out. Just one less thing in the way. The housing for thermostat. Wow. Took a little bit. Okay. So we got the entire thermostat housing out of the way. Shimmy, shimmy. Now engines are heavy, boys and girls. So make sure you do it right now. On the bench, she sits. And here we go. Engines are heavy, boys and girls. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. As you can see, we got a little bit of damage to the case here. So I think this is probably where I'm going to end this video. Hopefully we can rebuild. Hopefully we can replace. I just don't know at this point. But we're going to tear into this engine next time. Obviously having a connecting rod sticking out of the front of the case is indeed a bad thing. Oh man, this poor bike. This poor bike. All right guys, that's it for this time. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up for this video, and we'll see you next time. Thank you guys. Peace out.